Another really great strategy when it comes to building out your personal brand in 2024 is, let me go ahead and put y'all up on the secret, okay? That is to Hey y'all, hey, it's Troyia Monet. Back to y'all with another video. In today's video, you guys, we are talking all things personal branding in the year 2024, okay? Y'all, 2024 is upon us. I know a lot of you guys have mega goals for this year. You're trying to dive into your content bag, your influencer bag. You're trying to be like all the content girlies out here who are making money just being themselves simply. So if you are trying to figure out how to blow up on social media, how to build a brand, how to go through and become discoverable on social media, the potential of going viral as well, then this is the video for you. Y'all know I don't hold nothing behind. There's no fluff. I don't go through and I don't gatekeep. So this is the video for you. So get your notebook ready because we're about to dive right on into it. Wait, but before we hop into today's video, you guys, I have to let you know that coaching sessions are now available. Y'all have been hitting my DMs so hard. Like, Troyia, when you gonna open coaching sessions? When can I speak with you one-on-one? The time is now, you guys. I just released my 2024 prep coaching sessions where you are able to get your brand breakthrough. This is your brand breakthrough session with me. You get an entire 60 minutes where we'll be able to go through, do a deep dive of your brand. We'll create a game plan together. You'll receive the recording and you'll also receive all of our notes to make sure that you are good to go when it comes to building your brand in 2024. Everything will be linked down below, you guys, and spots are very, very limited. So if you like, I need to get on your books, I want to talk to you one-on-one, I am sick and tired of being sick and tired with myself, and I want to make sure that 2024 is my 24 karat golden year. Then this means that you need to click the link down below so that way you're able to go through and book your coaching session with me right now. All right, let's hop back into today's video. All right, so let's go back to the basics before we really hop into it. So what is a personal brand, right? So when we're thinking about our personal brand is essentially how we want to be perceived online, or what we want people to think about us, right? How do we want people to feel when they come in contact with us? That has everything to do with building a personal brand, right? And the key word in personal brand is personal. That has everything to do with you, right? So what are the things you're interested in? How do you act? What is your tone of voice? What are the things that, keep you going? What are some of your hobbies or some of your interests, right? Those are things that really have to do a lot with our personal brand. And it's all about how we are perceived to others and also the feeling and the emotions that people get when they come in contact with us. That is the best way that I can go through and summarize what a personal brand is how do you want to be perceived by others, okay? So let's go ahead and dive right on into it, you guys. So in the realm of talking about personal branding, I have to give you guys two examples of two women who have killed it this year when it comes to personal branding, and that is both Alix, Earle. Actually, I'll give y'all three. Alix, Earle, Monet, McMichael, and then also I got to mention Keith Lee, right? So those are three individuals who killed the game this year when it comes to personal branding. And I feel like the reason why they were so really great this year in 2023 when it came to personal branding is because they let people in. They were extremely relatable. They didn't shy away from the good, the bad, and the ugly. And they also went through and they built a sense of community. And I talked a lot about community in my last YouTube video. I'll have that linked right here above. But one thing I'll say when it comes to building out a personal brand is you got to get out of your comfort zone. There is no comfort in building a personal brand, right? Like I feel like I'm a very private person. Monet, McMichael, Alix, Earle, even Keith Lee, they're private people when it comes to the things that they want to be private about. So I feel like it's just finding that even balance, right? How can we create content that's extremely relatable and let people into our everyday lives, but still hold that sense of privacy, right? And I feel like those are three people who kind of have mastered that exact thing. So when it comes to personal branding, like I said, you guys, is you have to really post as if no one is watching. And I feel like that's something that I'm really trying to do better at this year, is to just post the content, not worry about the data and the analytics, not worry about people who are seeing the content, not worrying about what people are going to say or, what people may perceive anything as. When it comes to you creating content, literally just post it as if no one is watching. There are days where I don't spend time on social media as much. I'll literally post my content and hop right back off. And then I'll have to remember, oh yeah, I do need to go back and actually interact in the comments with the people who are, interacting with my post. So when it comes to social media, you guys, and when it comes to building out your personal brand, I'm going to give you guys a couple tips and tricks that'll help you when it comes to making sure that you're building a great, solid personal brand in 2024. The first thing I would definitely say is you got to work on your mindset. I know nobody wants to hear this part. This is not the sexy part of the video, but you got to work on your mindset, right? How bad do you want to build this personal brand? Like, how bad do you want it, right? A lot of us want to quit our 9-to-5s. A lot of us want to be full-time content creators or business owners. You have to literally make sure that you're working towards these things day and night, right? Nothing is falling on nobody's lap, right? What I would definitely say is to post and to stay consistent and to literally give it your all for 2 years. This sounds crazy, but give it your all for 2 years. After that, maybe try something else, right? But definitely make sure that you are staying the course because it is going to be a difficult process sometimes. Sometimes people go viral off of maybe a video or two. Sometimes it might take you a video or 20, right? So I would definitely say that. My next thing that I want to say, getting into more of the sexy part of the video and the things that are also going to really help you guys with building your personal brand, is I would definitely start off by trying to figure out what your niche is going to be. And I know some people say, well, your niche is you when you're building a personal brand. And that is 100% correct. You are your niche. But it's also important to understand what categories do we want to make sure that we're creating content for as relates to our audience, right? So for example, I'll use Alix Earle and I'll use Monet for example. Alix Earle, she is 3 things that she's known for, right? It's college life. She attended the University of Miami. She created a ton of content around college life. The next one is just going out and having fun, right? So that might be going out with her girlfriends, having fun, clubbing, drinking, partying, all the different things. And then the last one I would say is beauty. She's doing her get ready with me. As you can see the process of her putting on her makeup, doing her hair. She talks about her hair extensions. She talks about skincare, right? So those are 3 things that she's known for. We can do the same thing with Monet McMichael, right? So one thing we can hear about in her content right now is her love life in her relationship. Same thing with Alix Earle as well. The next thing we're going to see a lot about is going to be friendships. She doesn't really go out and party too much, similar to maybe like an Alix Earle, but you're going to see a lot of her friends, her going to get-togethers and different things along those lines. And then, of course, fashion and beauty is something that we're going to see a lot from her as well. So when you're going through and you're trying to figure out how to create your personal brand, definitely start off by creating 3 different niches, right? So what area do you want to be known for as it relates to your personal brand? Me, for example, mine is always going to be content creation and business, fashion, and then also lifestyle. Lifestyle is just going to be whatever it is that I'm doing that day. You're going to get some fitness from me on my stories over on Instagram. You might get a little bit of hair and makeup. You might go through and you might get pictures of me and my dog. You might get travel content, right? So figure out what those 3 things that you're going to create content around, and those are going to be your 3 niches. But one thing that I feel like people kind of get confused is when you're creating your niche, that doesn't mean that you can't create content around anything else. Insert your everyday life within your niche, right? So for example, Alix Earle, she's creating her content around all things college life, right? So within college life, you're also going to see her enjoying the city of Miami. You're also going to be seeing her enjoying time out with friends, right? So she still has her 3 niches, but she's still intersecting her everyday life in those 3 niches. All right. Another thing I would say, you guys, after you figured out your niche, is definitely add in, like I said, your personality into your niche, but also making sure you're educating your audience as well. And I feel like educational content and also relatability content kind of go hand in hand, and they are like tied in a knot right now. And I feel like that's the secret sauce to building out your personal brand in 2024, is tying the knot between educational content, and also relatable content all intertwined into one. So I would say Alix Earle did an amazing job when it comes to building out a personal brand around educating her audience, but also being very, very relatable, right? So for example, she created a lot of content around her being a college student, having fun, really enjoying her college experience. But she also educated her audience too, but also keeping them entertained, right? So her college life content was her entertaining content, but she also educated. And I know people are thinking, how did she educate her audience? The reason why she educated her audience, or how she educated her audience rather, is she educated them on the life of a college student. You have people who are watching her who are, seniors in high school, juniors in high school, who are thinking about now going to college because they see Alix Earle enjoying her college life, right? She's also educating the people who didn't get an opportunity to go to college. Now they get to see how life in college could have been like for them, right? So I feel like educational content doesn't have to be you sitting down educating about business or educating about a particular subject. You're really educating people about the things that they don't maybe necessarily have going on in their life at the current moment, or things that they probably feel like they may have missed out on as well, right? So I feel like intertwining that intersection of relatable, entertaining content with educational content in whatever realm it is amazing, y'all. You can do the same thing when it comes to cooking, right? You might be talking about your boyfriend issues or relationship issues while you're cooking, but you're also sharing a recipe all at the same time, right? So I feel like that's what we're going to see a lot more of in 2024 is this FaceTime type of content. And we'll get into that in here in just a second. But it's really crossing over that bridge between things that you're going to be doing already in an everyday sense that are educational for your audience, all in all. So jumping into the FaceTime content, because I know people are like, what is FaceTime content? Y'all, FaceTime content is going to kill the game in 2024. That's all I got to say. And what I mean by that is it's literally as if you are on FaceTime with a friend. 9 times out of 10, when any of us are on FaceTime with any of our friends, we're already doing something, right? So we might be driving, we might be cooking, we might be shopping, we might be getting our nails done, right? We might be doing something, we're doing something, but we're talking about something else, right? So think about as if you are driving and you're on FaceTime with one of your friends and you got your phone hooked up on your little dashboard, right? You're not talking to your friend about you driving. You talking about the latest gossip. You might be talking about the new makeup foundation that she should go through and purchase, right? And that's going to allow your audience to feel as if they are on FaceTime with a friend. Y'all, FaceTime type content is going to go crazy in 2024. I 100% bet you that we're going to see a lot more people doing their everyday tasks while talking about something else, right? I've been doing a lot more of that, right? I've been doing a lot more get ready with me content, but I'm not talking to y'all about makeup at all. I'm talking to you about business. I'm talking to you about content creation. I'm talking to you about getting to the bag, all of those different things, right? So we are going to see a huge increase in that. Whatever you are an expert in, that is an easy way for you to integrate both of those things you're already doing by discussing whatever it is that you're already educated in the first place, right? So FaceTime content, y'all gonna go crazy. That's all I gotta say there. The next thing that I'll definitely say when it comes to building out a personal brand in 2024 is to position yourself as an expert. I talked a lot about this in my last video, but I would definitely say position yourself as an expert, even if you aren't an expert in that thing just yet, right? So if you aren't the best at makeup, still go out there and do the makeup content, right? Let's say you want to be a beauty influencer or you want to be a hair influencer. Just start with the knowledge that you already have, because there's somebody who's literally in that same predicament that you're in, right? There's somebody who's out here who may not be the best at hair and they're willing to learn with you as you grow. And I feel like that's something that I even did, right? Like I wasn't the best at business. I wasn't the best at content creation when I first started my YouTube channel, but people grew with me along the way. I was just documenting the stuff that I do, right? So I want you to think about it as you don't have to be an expert in whatever industry it is that you want to tap into. Literally just start where you are and you will grow later on down the line. I want y'all all to go back to Jackie Aina's first makeup video. I'm pretty sure it was not good. right? I know she knew what she was doing in her early days, but it probably was not anything compared to her latest makeup routine video, right? So she still positioned herself as an expert. She still went through and shared the tutorial or the makeup demonstration, but she went through and she knew that she was going to have an opportunity to grow as time went on. So I feel like that's another thing that hinders a lot of people from starting their personal brand is they feel like they have to be this expert or they have to go through and be the top-notch person. You don't have to be that. Trust me. Go back to my first YouTube video. Y'all always give me trash comments about my audio, but look, we got a mic now, okay? So I would definitely say a couple of those things are definitely important. Is starting where you are, whether that be equipment or whether that be your knowledge or whether that be your expertise when it comes to building out your personal brand. The next thing that I really want to talk to you guys about that has really helped me with building out my personal brand is attending events. And I'm not talking about virtual events. I'm talking about in-person events that have to do with your niche or have to do with your industry. So you guys know I am more of a content creator, marketing, and also business coach. So I attend a lot of events that have to do with that exact subject. And what that does is it allows me an opportunity to create content around me attending these events, but it also allows me to go through and network with a ton of people who are also within my same industry as well. So now I'm put in the same room with people who are higher than me, and I'm also put in the same room with people who are lower than me as well. So now I'm able to cross network, right? I'm able to network with people who can get me in higher rooms, and I'm able to bring up the people with me who are maybe a little bit lower, because the people who are lower can still teach you a lot too, right? So I would definitely say you gotta get in the room with, just get in the room with people who are similar to the personal brand that you're going through and you're trying to create. It's gonna allow you a content opportunity. It's also gonna allow you a networking opportunity. You're able to collaborate with different people, and you're also able to learn a plethora of so much really great knowledge that's gonna help excel you and your brand for years to come as well. Another really great strategy when it comes to building out your personal brand in 2024 is, let me go ahead and put y'all up on the secret, okay? That is to comment on other people's posts who are in similar niches as you or who are creating content that is very similar to yours as well. This is an amazing strategy. This goes through and allows your comment to be the top comment, your comment to get a ton of likes. So other people are now going to your page and now they're able to interact with you and they want to see more about what it is that you're going through and you're creating. So I have my phone here. I'm gonna go ahead and start screen recording and I'm gonna show y'all two posts that this actually worked really, really great with. So this is my girl, Taylor Lloyd. I love her content. She is literally, like it says in her bio, your new tech best friend. She's a tech creator and she recently did a not YouTube video. She did a Instagram reel of the DJI Osmo Pocket 3. You guys know I also did a review on it on my Instagram as well. So if you guys see, she got 54, almost 55,000 likes on this video. And let's see how many views this video got. 568,000 views. Like this literally went crazy viral, okay? So what I did is as soon as she posted the video, you guys, I went ahead and I commented. So I commented, this is my favorite vlogging camera, definitely Shy Girl approved. So now people are probably, and I'm not even going to say probably, people are going to my page and they're like, this is her favorite vlogging camera. Let me see if she has content using it, because I might want to see a different opinion about it, or I might want to see, you know, what she has to say about the camera. So what I did was, as soon as you click my video, or my profile rather, the first video you see is that pinned video of me doing my review on the Osmo. Now, I didn't get as many likes as her. I'll even go to my analytics and data so y'all can see it. I mean, it did pretty well. We got 75,000 and we got a ton of likes and shares as well. But this is an amazing strategy, you guys. I got a ton of followers, and as y'all can see, I got 118 likes on this particular comment. I'll show you guys another person, or one of my other girls that I actually did this with as well. Her name is Nas. On Nas's page, she is also an influencer. She does a bunch of comment around all things like beauty, fashion, lifestyle, all the things. So if I go to her content and I find the video, I believe it's this one. She pretty much shared the ups and downs of entrepreneurship and content creation. And she shared her numbers as it relates to sponsorships, brand deals, all the different things. So if we go to her comment section, my top comment is the top comment again. I said this, stealing because they got to see months the months that are low versus high. Yes, do it. And she commented, yes, do it. So refreshing to see what you overcame. And then there's a couple other comments there as well. So as y'all can see, this got 106 comments. Now people are going to go to my page to see whether I did it or not. I didn't do it yet, but they're going to go to my page to see, you know, my journey as being a content creator as well. So this is really proof in the pudding that this stuff works, you guys. Definitely a strategy that you can use to increase your, not revenue, but increase your exposure while you're building your personal brand on social media. So I hope that this video helps. If it did, give this video a big thumbs up, and I will see you guys in the next video.